All right. Now, let's see who is high priest. The only high priest of the nation of Israel is Christ. Okay, Israel? Y'all better understand that. All right, let's go to Matthew 26 and 3. Matthew 26, verse 3. Then assembled together the chief priests, the scribes, and the elders of the people unto the palace of the high priest, who was called Caiaphas. I'm sorry. Yeah, Caiaphas or Cephas. I always say it wrong. All right, let's go to John um, 11. Yeah, John 11. I want 47. All right. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles, right? If we let him now alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans will come and take away both our place and nation, people. All right. Let's go to Matthew 26 again. Let's grab 65. Matthew 26, verse 65. Then the high priest rent his clothes, ripped his clothes, saying, He hath spoken blasphemy. What further need have we of witnesses? Behold, now ye have heard his blasphemy. All right? Christ was accused of blasphemy, and the chief priests planned to kill Christ. All right, so let's go. Christ is priest. All right, Hebrews 3 and 1. It says, Wherefore, holy brethren, partakers of the heavenly calling, consider the apostle and high priest of our profession, which is Christ Yeshua, right? Okay, or Yeshua, all right, the Messiah, the Hamashiach, who was faithful to him that appointed him, as also Moses was faithful in all his house. All right. And for this man was counted worthy, valuable, of more glory than Moses, and as much as he who have builded the house have more honor or respect than the house. I'm going to read 4. For every house is builded by Son of Man, but he that buildeth all things is the Most High, Ahayah. Okay. So we read Hebrews 3, 1 to 3. All right. Christ is priest, Israel. Our priest is not touched with infirmity. Let's go to Hebrews 4, and we're going to read 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yeshua, the Son of the Most High, Ahayah, let us hold fast our profession. For we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, still without sin. No sin. All right. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need. Right? For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities. Right? Our priest is not touched with infirmity. Christ is the priest of the heavenly tabernacle. Alright? And that's period. So let's go to Hebrews 5:1. It says, for every high priest taken from among men is ordained for men in things pertaining to the Most High, that he may offer both gifts and sacrifices for sin. Right? Let's go to 7:26. Says, for such an high priest became us, who is holy, harmless, undefiled, separate from sins, and made higher than the heavens. Alright? Who needeth not daily, as those high priests, to offer up sacrifices, first for his own sins, and then for the people's. For this he did once, when he offered up himself, Yeshua, our Savior. Alright? Hebrews 8:1. 8:1. It says, now of the things which we have spoken, this is the sum, the whole amount. We have such an high priest, who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the heavens. Alright? That's important to know. A minister of the sanctuary, of the holy things, of the true tabernacle, the true house, which the Most High pitched, and not man. For every high priest is ordained to offer gifts and sacrifices, wherefore it is of necessity that this man have somewhat also to offer. For if he were on earth, he should not be a priest, seeing that they are priests, or there are priests that offer gifts according to the law, the commandments, who serve unto the example and shadow of heavenly things, as Moses was admonished of the Most High, when he was about to make the tabernacle. For see, saith he, that thou make all things according to the pattern showed to you in the mount. But now have he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, testament, which was established upon better promises. For if the first covenant, agreement, or testament had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For the finding fault with them, he said, behold, look, the days come, saith the Most High, when I will make a new agreement or testament with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, not according to a covenant or agreement or testament that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, or bondage, because they continued not in my covenant, agreement, or testament. And I regarded them not, saith the Most High. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Most High, I will put my laws, my commandments into their mind, and I will write them in their hearts. All right? And I will be to them a power, a God, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Most High, for I shall know, for all shall know me, the Most High, from the least to the greatest, says the Most High Power. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. And that he saith a new covenant, a new agreement, a new testament, he hath made the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away. It's ready to disappear. All right. So let's go to Hebrews 10. We're going to read Hebrews 10 and 21. It says, and having a high priest over the house of the Most High. All right. Having a high priest, which is Yeshua HaMashiach, Christ, over the house of the Most High, Ahayah. I am who I am. It says, let us draw near, let us draw close with a true heart, with a true mind, in full assurance, Israel, of faith, of belief, having our hearts, our minds, sprinkled from an evil conscience, and our bodies washed, right? Baptized or washed with pure water, of keeping the commandments. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith, our believing, without wavering, without doubting, for he is faithful that promised. Okay. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love. Love one another. And to good works, to good actions. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but encouraging one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. Yeah, the time is approaching. Watch the news. Watch everything. Continue to be a watchman and continue to bring out the word. And continue to seek the Most High and strive to rehearse the righteous acts and be better each day. You know, that's what we want to do. We want to continue to seek the Most High, follow the footsteps of Yeshua, which, you know, he was baptized. It's important for us to be baptized and follow his word, that we may enter into life, like it says in Revelation. Alright. So we're thankful for his favor and his grace and his mercy and his love, and that he died for our sins. Alright, so Revelations 22, it says, blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter through the gates into the city. Blessing, peace, and love.